Today, I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how to get into Duke. How's it going? My name is Ashton, and if you couldn't tell by now, I'm probably the biggest Florida State fan out there. I mean, boom, boom, boom. But what you guys might not know is that I almost ended up at Duke. I mean, this sweet little guy that you all know and love was seconds away from looking like this. I know, it's some pretty crazy shit to think about. And even though I pretty much live and breathe Florida State, there was a time in my life when all I wanted to do was go to Duke. When I was in high school, I was obsessed with getting into the best colleges out there and did everything I could to be the perfect candidate for these Ivy League schools. When I wasn't out there studying, I would be doing endless research about the best colleges to go to. And even though I had my heart set on the Harvards and Yales of the world, one fateful morning as I was watching the best campus tour video out there, I came across the one school that would forever change my whole perspective on college. Duke University, baby. I mean, from first sight, Duke was a match made in heaven. From the beautiful campus, to the top 10 status, great academics, amazing culture, and doing it all with the best basketball team out there, I started to think that the only thing missing was a cute little YouTuber like me. Which, I mean, they do still need. But you know what? We're gonna take care of it. But as college decisions started to roll around, the dream of going here started to get a little more shaky. When I first came to visit Duke, I noticed very quickly that this place was completely different than I thought it would be. And even though seeing the campus was a dream come true, I became absolutely terrified because I realized that getting in would be a lot harder than I thought it would be. Up to this point, I had been a top applicant for all of my dream schools. But now I was competing with kids solving world hunger and literally curing cancer. And even some of them couldn't get in. I started to realize that all the hard work I had done may not even matter when it comes to getting in. And after hearing that admissions are a lottery, but also all about who you know, and that admissions are top secret, but also super biased, I had no idea how to feel about Duke anymore. And I started to question if I could even get accepted in the first place. And that's why I'm here today. I know that getting into college can be a super stressful process, and at times, it really does feel like a lottery on who they actually let in. But lucky enough for you, I got a couple tricks on my sleeve to help you guys get a guaranteed spot here. So today we're hitting the road again. So today we're going into one of the smartest schools in the South to see just how good Duke really is. And even though it may seem like you have to be a genius to get in here, there's a lot of different people out there that got in a completely different way than you think. From future millionaires to valedictorians to even a couple of undercover UNC fans out there. No stones being left unturned today, baby. All right, we're keeping the North Carolina train rolling today, baby. I mean, we just finished up with all of our UNC interviews, which you can check out right here. And now we're 20 minutes down the road with even more of the best students. So I mean, you really can't beat this shit. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Excuse me? Would you guys mind if I asked you a couple questions for a YouTube video?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, of course. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
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 All right, awesome. You ready?
I'm ready.
I'm so ready. Okay.
Sure. Think so.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You nervous?
I don't know. It's a little intimidating.
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. No.
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 Nope.
No.
No? Okay, confident. I love to hear it. So first question, what is your name? Where are you from? And how many years have you been at Duke?
My name's Quinn Smith.
Sylvia Locker. Andrea Centeno.
Frankie Freelick.
I am from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Modesto, California.
Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Boston, Massachusetts.
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Denver, Colorado.
I am from the country of Georgia.
From Panama.
I'm from Brazil and I've been here for 2 years now.
2 years.
2 years.
3 years.
3 years. 3 years now.
3 years. I'm a rising senior now.
I'm a sophomore, rising junior.
I'm a senior and this is my 4th year.
I am a senior. I've been at Duke for 4 years.
And I'm a senior, so it's my 4th year.
Been here for 1 semester. I came here mid-year.
1 semester. All right, we got a newbie. Welcome. And what was your number one reason for coming to Duke?
Duke's a place where you can be cool and be a nerd at the same time.
You might hear this a lot. It's really just like the balance of like sports life and then also work. You can kind of get the best of both worlds here.
For me, Duke just represented a pretty good balance of academic excellence and also just a place to have fun.
I wanted the mix of like academics and athletics.
Great combination of sports and academics.
It's a really good school and I'm a big basketball fan. Great basketball school too.
It's a perfect mix between like a prestigious academic institution, but also like a really fun college experience.
Yeah, that's definitely been the popular answer today for sure.
I thought it was a great school, of course, and I play football, so I thought it was, a good fit.
I'm a student athlete, so I was recruited for softball, and one of the main reasons was to be challenged academically and athletically, so it was the perfect place.
Being from New Mexico, I had an
and heard a lot about Duke, and I started researching colleges and saw it was a great school for public policy.
It's also a little bit more diverse and like more prestigious schools. Everyone's together all the time. It's really community oriented.
The collaborative environment, people are very nice and inviting, and just the people make it a great place.
I had visited Duke when I was a sophomore in high school, and to be honest, I saw the Whole Foods and I was like, whoa, this is a really fancy Whole Foods. But then I did some more research on Duke and I really liked the programs, and I had a couple of friends that went here and said that they really had a good time.
All right, dang, that's pretty interesting. That's awesome. So obviously, there's a ton of different reasons out there to come to Duke, and whether you're a first gen, a legacy, or even just a fan of basketball, there's a million different reasons to come here. But at the end of the day, being a top 10 school is still pretty damn rigorous. So it doesn't necessarily mean that everyone's happy with their decision. So I decided to see if this place really lives up to the hype. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you with that decision?
I would say a solid 9.
7.
Like 8 or 9.
9.
9.
9.5.
Like a 9. I'm so happy with my decision.
I've really enjoyed my time here at Duke, and I'm kind of sad that I only have 1 year left.
It's tough being away from home and away from my family since we're so close, but I've had so many opportunities here to grow as a person.
It's been pretty rigorous, but I love the community that I've been able to build, and it's definitely presented me with a lot of opportunities I don't think I would be able to find elsewhere.
I am very happy coming here, so I would say 10.
10.
Definitely a 10.
I think 10.
I would say 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Best experience ever. Oh, very happy. I love it here. It's really great.
I'm very happy, actually. You know, every day I wake up, I'm like, this is an amazing place to be.
I mean, I love it here. It's not really ever a bad day, really.
I loved going to college here. Amazing memories, great academics too, great place.
Duke has really opened so many doors in my life to really just everything.
I've met the best people I've ever met in my entire life here. I'm so happy. I've had such like an engaging academic experience, as well as I had a lot of fun. So I would not change it if I could go back at all.
I've been really happy with my experience, met a lot of really cool people, got to do a lot of really cool things.
You know, just being here, and it's a beautiful place, and I get to be grateful every single day. Yeah.
Aw, that's so wholesome. I love that. Damn. I mean, from the looks of it, Duke really does live up to be everything you want and more. And even though this place may truly live up to its name, there's still the question of whether or not you actually get accepted in the first place. But even after hearing a ton of different rumors about how impossible it is to get in here, you'd be pretty surprised with some of the responses we got. So obviously, you got into Duke, which means you had some pretty decent high school stats.
Yes, I did.
No, not really, not.
So, what was your GPA, your test scores, and were you in any extracurriculars in high school?
Yeah, so I was kind of like all over the place in high school.
I don't remember my exact stats.
I had a 3.9 GPA.
3.7-ish.
3.3 unweighted, 4.1 weighted. Football helps with admission a lot, I'm not gonna lie.
I had a 4.0 GPA.
4.0.
4.0.
It's a 4.
I didn't have a GPA because my school was international in Brazil, so I did the IB curriculum.
I had a full IB course load.
We had a 5.0 system in Panama, so I had a 4.7.
4.9.
4.6.
5.2 GPA.
Dang, smarty pants over here. Love to hear it.
My test scores were all right. They were a little under the average of what Duke asked for at the time.
My SATs wasn't not that high. I got for Duke, I got a 1470.
1500.
1510.
1520. 1540 or 1530?
1550.
1560, something like that.
1500 or above.
1300, I think. I don't really remember. I took the SATs.
I only sent my ACT score, and that was a 36.
33 super scored.
35.
34 on my ACT.
Lower percentile. That's pretty damn good.
My extracurriculars consisted of mostly sports.
Nah, I didn't do anything else in high school, just like play sports.
I was a varsity soccer and tennis player.
Played tennis.
I was captain of my swim team for 2 years.
I was captain of a couple teams, mostly wrestling, but I also did like STEM base with rocket poultry.
I was involved in Science Olympiad. I led Science Olympiad. I did a few art competitions, math competitions.
I was in the student parliament and the musical school. I did Georgian national dance.
I was the president of Model United Nations.
Wow.
I was president of multiple NGO organizations.
I also did the Rubik's Cube Club. I was a co-founder of that.
I was senior class president. I had done a lot of work at my school. I created our school's first scholarship program.
I led a fundraiser for leukemia, raised like over 50 grand with my friend. I wrote a school song, made some music, leadership and stuff. Like sports, varsity sports, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah.
very well-rounded all across the board. So as you could probably tell by now, there really is no academic status or nerdy stereotype that defines Duke. And no matter how amazing you may look on paper, the most important part of picking the right college is finding a place where you can truly be happy. And lucky enough for you, we got a ton of different answers to see if Duke would be the perfect school for you. And I have one final question. So now that you've been at Duke the amount of time that you have, if you were to go back to high school, do it all over again, do you still think that you would have chosen Duke?
Yeah, I think I would.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah, totally.
Yes.
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 Yeah, I think we end up where we need to end up.
I don't think I belong anywhere else.
I think I definitely would have chosen Duke. There's no better school I think that would fit me.
It's not somewhere I actually envisioned myself going earlier on. And then once I got here, I was really happy I was.
Everywhere has pros and cons. And I think the pros here outweigh all of the cons.
The only reason I maybe would not have chosen Duke was because I was in China and COVID happened and I had to flee China and that was not great. But other than that, I would have chosen Duke. Yeah.
When I got the admissions letter, I was like super excited. So I'd choose Duke every time.
This was my dream school. I toured like so many colleges, and this is actually the second one that I visited. And I found myself comparing every school I visited afterwards to this place.
I am super glad I didn't pick a school like Harvard or Yale. I think I would have been absolutely miserable there, and I would have chosen it completely for the name. And Duke, I also chose for the name, but I really was supported in all of my diverse interests here, and I have been throughout the past 4 years. And knowing students who have friends or significant others at these other schools, I'm like, wow, I really chose the right school for me.
Aw, that's so awesome, man. That's the best answer we've had all day. I love that. So if you guys have seen any of my other interview videos before, then you know that this is a point that I have to stress every single time. And even though all these people come from a million different walks of life, the overall message just keeps getting stronger. Not a single person said that they would change where they are today. And even though it may not be the perfect life that they wanted, these amazing students ended up exactly where they were meant to be. And this is the biggest lesson I can give you guys. Life is always going to throw challenges at you. And at times, it may seem impossible to keep going. But at the end of the day, going to Duke University isn't going to be easy. So as long as you push through and keep your end goal in mind, getting into your dream school is going to be a lot less scary than you think. Just take a deep breath. Everything's going to turn out perfectly. I promise. So with that being said, if you guys found this video helpful, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. I do respond to every single comment, so if you have any other questions or video ideas, make sure to leave them down below. I do have a playlist of everything you need to know about college, so if you want to go check it out, it'll be right here. And if you want to join the family of over 7.5 thousand subscribers now, you can click right here. And yeah, that's it for me this week, guys, and I will see you guys next week.
I say right foot creep, ooh, walking with it.